Hey, what's up everyone? I want to share with you a quick trick that I do about once a quarter just to help ensure that my data stays as clean and as accurate as possible. So if you're doing a contact search and you click over here to the miscellaneous criteria tab, there's an option that a lot of people don't know that they can use. It's the data exists field. And you're going to choose which of your standard Infusionsoft contact fields you want to query. You don't have the option of custom fields here, but I can do first name or email or phone, that sort of thing. And then what you're doing is you're just searching based on whether or not it has a value. Just a quick update, they've actually expanded that search functionality. So now you can query fields directly as to whether they are empty or whether they are filled. They've added that as criteria here when we are searching other fields, not just the data exists field here. So they've just made that a little more flexible for us with the is empty or is filled parameter. So I could say, show me all of the people who don't have a first name listed, right? And like I said, I do this about once a quarter. The reason being, what I've found is that about 50% of emails have the person's name in it. So if I click on this, right, I can just as easily add Severus Snape. And I pulled that right out of his information here in the email. I know that this is Vince from Entourage, right? So I may not know his last name, or maybe I do, but I can at least pop in his first name. I know Rick from Walking Dead, so I'll just type in Rick here. This one is displaying the company name because it doesn't have a contact name, but I can just as easily say, oh, it's Jay Gatsby, and I'll switch those out. I just did this in my sample app, in my sandbox app, but when I did this in my live application, I had about 85 people who I didn't have a name on record for, and after going through and pulling out information from their email address, I actually was down to about 53. So it was just under half of them, but like I said, if you do that once a quarter or so, it'll help ensure that your data keeps as clean as possible. And if you're using the first name merge field pretty regularly, obviously it's better to use their actual name than to just call them friend or to merge in your default merge field value. As I'm saying that, I'm realizing that not everyone knows that you can set up your default merge fields. So if you come here to marketing settings, down here it's either template defaults or email defaults. I think it's template defaults. Yep, you'll see there's a merge defaults section. And so the merge defaults are the value that will merge in if you send an email to someone and you're using a merge field, but they don't have any information on their contact record in that field. So like I just mentioned, if you send an email and it merges in their first name, but you send it to a group of people and some of them don't have a first name on file, the system is going to automatically replace it with whatever you have as your default in the first name section. So the system-wide defaults, there's only a couple here, but friend is what it merges in as a default for first name, and your company is what it merges in instead of company. So if you say something like, hey, I hope everything's going well at, and then you merge in the name of their company, the worst case scenario is it will just say, I hope everything's going well at your company. But obviously, in the best case scenario, it would merge in Monkeypod Marketing or whatever their specific brand was. So you can set up the merge defaults right here, and then of course the specific defaults for all of your custom fields or additional fields, your owner fields, your logged in fields, all of that sort of thing. Just make sure you click save after you've updated any values here. So I hope this makes your life a little bit easier. I hope this is something quick and easy that you can do today to simplify things and to make your data a little bit more valuable. Take care.